What's going on YouTube? It's your boy GrandPaPenguin. Today I'll be showing you guys is the installation build of iDoing on my Subaru Impreza 2012, installing this radio head unit into my vehicle. So let's get right into the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace out. Have a good rest of your day.
Yes sir, yes sir. The people at iDoing just hooked it up with a nice radio head unit. So this is the car audio and video electronic specialist. You can see how they have the nice applications, Bluetooth, CarPlay, TV, steering wheel, all that junk. So open this joint up. Once we open this up, we got the iDoing scan code. So if you guys want to scan this up, so this is they're giving us a warranty card, so that's the warranty card. So I'm probably gonna blur that out just in case if anybody screws it over, or unless that's just to get to the website. We got a whole bunch of foam in the packaging. Here's our wiring harness. Here it's just all plug and play. Comes with some nice plastic trim tools, huge hookups. You know, these are good trim tools. And this is a bunch of wiring that they come with. And in here should be the radio head unit. This is what it looks like. Oh, you can see what's up, everyone. Comes with the mic, test, home screen, nav, volume up, down, back. Yo, this screen is actually big. You guys can see right here. In the back of it, you see you have your AC vents that we have to transfer over. Your HVAC climate controls on the bottom. On the back side, let me put this on the ground so we don't scratch this up in the plastic. Here's our connectors that we have. You just plug in here. There should be your Bluetooth, GPS, and your antenna in the back. And back here, you see your schematic right here. So we're gonna go to our car, set everything up, and we're gonna come back, regroup, and hook everything back up. So, all right, we're currently in the car right now. Before we actually get into the installation video, here are the tools that you probably would need. Preferably, I'm actually have a impact gun with a Phillips head screwdriver. That's not very required, but you need a Phillips head, some pliers. Got near nose just in case, because you have to take off the HVAC, something connected to this whole thing. Flathead just in case, disconnecting the connectors if you need it, if your hands aren't good enough. Flashlight just in case, and then plastic trim tools that came with the setup. So currently my car right now, I have a 2012 Subaru Impreza, and this should actually work with this vehicle itself. Foresters and I guess maybe WRXs, don't quote on me this. I'll probably list the specs on which vehicle build will work with. But I have a Subaru Impreza. I seen one other video that someone actually did their iDoing setup on this thing, the radio head unit. So before we actually get into this video, make sure you clear any space of your interior stuff before we actually get into it. So put everything that you don't want either in your center console or somewhere else. First things first, what you want to do is get a plastic trim tool. You guys could start prying on the top piece, pull it back towards you, and then there should be a connector behind your hazard lights. Start prying back. You guys hear that clipping? And then what you want to do, let me put my keys down. Pry a little bit back. This whole piece will come back because there's probably like 5 clips on the top, two clips on the side. You already see it starting to come out because I previously had to take out my head unit a little bit just to take pictures if this head unit would be compatible with my my car. Behind here, I'm not sure if you guys could see, but there's a connector back here for your hazard light. So you just pry that back, and then you should be able to get access towards the hazard light. You just push down and pull back, so the reverse light would not work. But you can hear it's working right now, and you should be able to do that. Connected the connector itself. You had to go in the back of it and then push down on that connector piece. So we actually disconnected that. So the next part of this setup, you either have to go in your there's 2 parts of this part. So you have to go on on your driver's side and your glove box, because there is a clip that holds on to this trim piece on the right side and the left side. So you have to access towards your glove box itself, and we have to drop down the glove box. I'll show you guys how to do that. Let's go. Other side of your glove box, there should be, on the glove box, to take this glove box down, there should be a plastic thing that holds on to your glove box. Pull this away for you, and then this whole glove box should drop down, because there's clips in the bottom that should hold onto it. Pull this away from you. You should see that coming down, and then squeeze the glove box on the left and the right side. Squeeze it inwards so you guys are able to drop this down. Left side, right side, and then the whole glove box comes out apart. This is where we need a flashlight if you guys can't see, but on the glove box you guys will see there is a screw right there. What you guys want to do behind that screw, use a pliers or needle nose head. So what you want to do is go behind that screw piece. There's I don't know how to explain that. I guess like a ball head joint, a ball head something. You pull that away for this thing. Because that passenger side was actually much more easy to do than the driver's side. Since I already got this apart, the passenger side was easy. You just pull this thing away from you, and then that piece should come out. Well, it should be up there. It's hard to see, but you guys could actually, once it come down here, you guys could see it. It's up there. It's up there. So how I actually got it, I had to use the needle nose head, and then use the needle nose heads behind that and pull that towards them. Actually access that out there. You guys can see it was right there. It was the first couple times I used without the needle nose pliers. It's super hard to actually access that part itself without a needle nose pliers. So recommend you use the needle nose pliers. Pull that piece out. And this next part, this will actually give you access to pull this whole piece backward. All right, once we actually, I finally got this out because I forgot to pull off of the lever piece that actually holds on to this. You pull that away from you because that's original up there. So you do that on both sides. I kind of figured it out. I kind of forgot to pull that out. The other side was already out already. So the next part we're gonna try to get is the HVAC clamp controls out of the way. If I don't have enough room, I could try to take this whole radio head unit out, and then we could actually get behind that and get that out. That's for my subwoofer. Probably GPS, antenna, microphone. Let me go down here. This is the that's for head unit itself. This is for, oh, I knew it. That's what he used. This is an adapter piece, so I could work with that. One more connector. Got it. We're going to this next part that we're gonna do is we're gonna go back inside. We're gonna remove these 4 Phillips screw heads, and then we're gonna transfer this into the other head unit. Same thing with these vents. So that's what we're gonna do.
This clip that we're watching right now, I just realized in the bag of the iDoing the cables that they sent me, I didn't know they came with a hazard light trim piece replacement, because I didn't know that, because they had the original and the iDoing, they had that for like the Forester or the Outback or WRX for a different vehicle, which I didn't fit in my vehicle. I looked in the bag. It came with a trim piece that fit with my car, the Impreza, so I was super happy about that. This is the WRX, you guys can see right now. I'm super happy. I noticed that my hazard light works, transferred the vents over, transferred the HVAC controls over. I'm so happy that I figured it out.
Moment of truth, everyone. Moment of truth. Okay, it took me a little while from the last couple scenes you actually seen. It took me, I didn't realize that the hazard lights, they came with an adapter piece for a Forester, like a different design. So I figured that out. I was about to almost contact iDoing itself to help me figure it out, but I figured it out. They have an adapter piece that you can plug in your hazard lights. And then the vents was a little bit challenging. I figured out the vents, the AC, HVAC controls, they actually fit in. And what I should have been smarter enough to do is plug all the antenna stuff and USB stuff last, but I guess we're gonna figure this out, see if this actually powers up first before we actually do anything. This is like such a ghetto setup. Oh, it works! Wow! 2 seconds already powered up. Let's go! Let's effing go! Assisting. They have like an accessory thing that you guys can actually see. It booted up in less than a second. Let's go. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that you could do. Wi-Fi. You could even install your own Wi-Fi. The thing is so fast, super responsive in terms of their things. So I'm actually happy that actually works. So we're gonna turn this off, and we're going to mess with all the wires in the back, because the owner before me, they actually have an access port, so your steering wheel controls will actually work with the console itself. So I'm probably not gonna do it because they used a whole bunch of butt connectors and spliced up the connectors, so I'm probably not gonna worry about that. And plus the owner before me had a subwoofer, which they have the amplifier in the back, so I'm probably not gonna hook that up either. It's just a whole mess. So all right, this was a couple of all right, we finally have the iDoing finally set up. Took me a while to actually snap everything back into place. Figuring out some cable management stuff like that. I'll probably figure it out when the time comes. But here's our first install. The only thing that I have an issue with when I installed the iDoing is when I switched to my climate control, the one piece that one clip that you plug back in, I can't go to the main defrost, because if I go to the main defrost, it gets stuck. That's the only thing that gets wrong with it. Heat's fine. When I switch to, I go to the cold, I can't go all the way down because it will get stuck. The levels is fine. The only thing I have a problem with is switching it to the main, because if I can't go to the main thing, because it's gonna get stuck if I go to that. So the only thing I have an issue is that itself. All the buttons work fine. As soon as I boot this thing up, this thing should boot up instantaneously when I switch it. Just like that, instantly boots up like 4 seconds. Have to later on get a type C into a lightning cable, so I got able to plug my lightning cable into it, so it will work. But for the most part, response time is super fast when I switched to this. The only issue that I had when installing this was installing the mic cable, because the mic cable feels like it doesn't want to snap in correctly. But for the most part, installation was kind of straightforward. Plugging the cables in where it goes to the biggest thing that helped me was the plugging in the connectors, because you just have to line the connectors up where it lists, and it shows you. Everything was super straightforward setting it up. Shipping time, I ordered this on October 28th and I got it on November 4th, and I was expected for them to ship this out on November 8th, which was next Monday. So 1, 2, 3, 4 days early, DHL hooked it up. Customer support was super nice. The person who was hooking me up explained to me if I actually fit with my my head unit itself. The only thing I'll probably make a review video later on. I'll probably figure that out. But this head unit's not like fully flushed in. When I get a chance, probably over the weekend, I'll figure it out. But for the most part, you can't really even notice like it sticking outwards, but I'll figure it out in the morning time tomorrow if it's good or not. So this is the Z-Link of the CarPlay iDoing. Appreciate everybody tuning in the video. Leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new. I'll probably pick this up when I do my review video, probably like a month or two later. But big huge shout outs to iDoing. This was a very successful setup. With that being said, I'll see you guys next video. Peace out, have a good rest of your day. Thank you guys everybody tuning in. Oh, it works! Wow! 2 seconds already powered up. Let's go! Let's effing go! Assistant. They have like an accessory thing that you guys can actually see. It booted up in less than a second. Let's go.